Hello water signs, Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This reading is for Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. On the dice for the next 7 days we do have Scorpio and we have Neptune in the 4th house. The 4th house relating to home, family, your roots, parents, property, land, your childhood even. And with Neptune here we may be a bit confused, we may be a bit dreamy. There may be a feeling of possible some indulgence here sometimes when Neptune comes through. This is a really interesting reading, I think. I'm going to start with the Oracle card. It's new experiences and possibilities. Where's the book? Because I am going to read it. Here we go. Really lovely. Number 18. Look around in nature. There you go. Notice the new beginnings, new experiences and new choices being shown to you. They will only be evident to you if you take the time to look at these subtle messages. You are on the first steps along a new path. You are being offered a blank page. What are the first words you would like to write on it? Because your possibilities are endless. You are in complete control of your life. This is a new beginning on your journey. Live in the present and trust in your own abilities to plant your seeds and willingly venture into new territory. And the first card up is the Elder with the 10 of Wands upright, 9 of Swords reverse, 4 of Wands reverse. This really speaks to me that all over this reading is that I think there's something you need to let go of, which was a similar reading to the fire signs. The Elder speaks about moving beyond ancestral patterns. When I got down here, I specifically heard now is not the time for something, okay? I think somebody needs to take some time out at this time. How many times can I say time? Quite a few by the looks of it. So this is about healing change. It's a reclamation of power, Ace of Wands in reverse, which we currently don't have. Obviously this could be physical as well. It is about moving beyond limitations that have been set upon you, but it's also your own expectations. So it's really saying that you need to create your own story, and by healing yourself, that's how you heal your family. And we could be looking obviously the 4th house here. So literally you need to make the decision to choose what's right for you. And I think for most of you that's going to be something new, and it's going to involve dissolving something that it's just not quite right for you. I think in your heart of hearts there's something that is not quite right for you. The 10 of Wands is about pressure, responsibility, not knowing where to go from here. Now we see the 9 of Swords and it's in reverse, and this is letting go of fear. Letting go, sometimes it can be like, you know, paranoia, that sort of thing, but with the 4 of Wands in reverse, it's almost saying to me that whatever you're involved in now, it's not, oh crikey, that's the dog chasing the cat. It's like there's not enough reward, there's not a lot of satisfaction, maybe a lack of camaraderie or people working together. But the 4 of Wands in this deck is also my home and hearth card, and we are in the 4th house here. So I just feel that somebody needs to let go of whatever expectations they have of themselves, or they had, in terms of what they got involved with. So it feels like something needs to be let go of here, because then we have the world, and the world is about expansion, opening up. It actually means the world is your oyster. Now this can speak about networking, the internet. With the star, this is the card of hope in the main, and it's healing, physical, mental, spiritual. It's after Pandora lets open Pandora's box and lets all the ills into the world, you know, disease, famine, plague. She was tricked into doing that, but that's beside the point. But when she reopens the box, that's when we see Iris of the Rainbows here, and this is the hope. It's a very peaceful card, and I don't know if this is something you need to research in terms of online. I don't feel it's that. I just get this vibe that someone feels that it's almost like they pigeonhole themselves into a character that has to perform certain duties and be a certain kind of person to, you know, various individuals. And I feel with the 9 of Wands at the base of the deck here, which speaks about persevering, that whatever someone is persevering in is kind of not necessarily fruitless, that feels too strong, but it's not rewarding. It's not rewarding. It just feels onerous, and I don't think it's actually necessary, really, is what I say. Because then we got rest and rejuvenation. Now, before I go on to rest and rejuvenation with the devil, which is an interesting combination, obviously that's about meditation, relaxing, chilling out, taking a back seat. The shaman, I want to read the shaman to you, because as soon as I looked at this, that made sense. The devil here made sense to me. So it's trusting in higher forces. So listen to this. The shamans believed that when there was illness or disease, it was because a person's power had been left behind somewhere, or a negative pattern, the devil, had installed itself in them. So in trance, which is what this can relate to, or meditation, they would travel to the underworld to recall this power and remove the demon. If this card comes to you, it's because you need to do some release work with lower energies, or with your lack of trust in the spiritual energies that are guiding you. Because there are spiritual allies working in your favour, and their miracle will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. So it shows that you also have shamanic potential to move between the realms and connect with your guides in an extremely personal way. And with the Ace of Wands in reverse, this is lack of vitality, lack of motivation, lack of interest. It can also mean that there's a creative venture that's, you know, either we're rejecting, or we're not interested in, or didn't come our way. I feel that something, probably in relation to the 4th house themes, is sapping your energy. And honestly, it could be a marriage, or it just could be literally where you live, you know, your environment, the 4 of Wands. And this rest and rejuvenation is absolutely crucial, because I think that's going to identify what this limiting belief is. Now, obviously, it can be an addiction. The devil is misery, ultimately, and it's a feeling that you're trapped. But the thing is, obviously, we know that the bounds are loose, and they could, you know, walk away if they wanted to. It's their own mental beliefs that have put them here in the first place. This is about, you know, the prison that you've formed, having become incredibly comfortable to the point you don't even know that you're actually in prison, you know, imprisoned, trapped, restrained, whatever it may be. We're not recognizing it for what it is anymore. There is pressure here, there is responsibility, and either you're going to find a new experience or a possibility opens up for you, which I think you have to take advantage of. I don't think it's going to be a specific thing like that. To me, it almost is, it's just like an inner feeling that we need something new, and what we're investing our time, efforts, finances, whatever it may be in, is not where our heart's at. The Druid speaks of holding the space, and it's just that. It speaks about waiting, and the 7 of Pentacles is where I heard now is not the time. So it's a combination of, you know, there may be an offer here. It could be financial, it could be job. It's usually involves some sort of lesson or risk. But to me, it almost feels like being, you know, doing the same thing, repeating a pattern. And I think you have to wait either for this new experience or possibility to actually open up, or for you to feel sufficiently motivated and maybe confident or empowered to make it happen, to make some sort of change here, because there is a healing change on offer that involves a reclamation of your power. And here we have the Heart Guardian, which is love and let yourself be loved. It's about opening your heart to what you love doing, and yet it's with the Justice card in reverse. And, you know, I feel that what we're having to recognize here, that maybe things aren't fair, but it is also about making clear-minded decisions. Now, oftentimes the Justice card, when it's in reverse, we're not seeing where our choices have, you know, created what we're currently living in. So there can be a touch of denial in that. So that may be what it's asking you to do, is look at what choices you've made which have led to you being in this current situation. But also recognizing that you ultimately can change that. You can change anything. If it's not satisfying. So on one hand, I'm thinking you need to wait for this new possibility or new experience to open up for you. And the other hand, I think it needs to be a conscious choice that's going to require some effort. But it's not like external effort, it's internal. It's recognizing negative patterns or recognizing where expectations or your beliefs have come from that have led you to where you are. And I'm not saying where you are is in a bad place. I'm just thinking that, it's like we want something more. And it could honestly be physical healing. That's a minor story, in which case it's saying that we need to look further afield, widen our horizon, get on to internet, hold the space, because I think there's something better that's to come in for you. I was going to say Pisces, but it's water sign specifically. So I'll take some advice on that. Please do like and subscribe, and I hope you find it useful. Advice for the water signs. I've combined this deck and it's absolutely enormous now. The Thinking Woman. So I have to put our thinking cap on. This is a very spiritual card as well, but it's about wisdom and knowledge. Make plans and focus, and the Mountain, stand your ground. The fact I'm seeing that in reverse here is I feel that we're fighting for something that we probably shouldn't be fighting for. It's almost like we're entrenched in something that's just creating stress, and what might once have been rewarding and satisfying isn't now. I just feel that we have to. It's not necessarily, I feel that I'm saying let something go all the time at the minute, and that might be the case. It's not that. It's deeper than this for you, water signs. There is a need for you to recognise self-limiting beliefs and expectations, understand where they've come from. I mean, you might not even be able to find out where they come from, but you can at least recognise they're there and ask yourself if they still need to be there. And make plans and focus is clearly setting a plan in place, even if it's just the first step as to how to change things. And that may be just, garnering some sort of knowledge. Or I do think there is something to do with actually, going online and, finding new people, or, finding a new group, or finding something that motivates you, and just understanding where these patterns have maybe come from. I think that whatever you're involved in here just doesn't fulfill you anymore, quite frankly, and you may need to dissolve something. And it may involve family, home, partnerships, that kind of thing. Okay, Pisces. I'm going to say Pisces again, so sorry, Cancer and Scorpio, because it's even Scorpio that's on the dice. That is your reading. Please like and subscribe. Have a great week. Do let me know how you got on, and I'll talk to you soon.